Hey everybody, this is Resume from increaser.org, and today I want to talk about what I've done in the last sprint, what is the current status of the app, and what I'm going to do next. Or maybe I won't do anything, we'll see. This sprint was longer than usual. Instead of 2 weeks, it was 4 weeks, because at the end of the second week, I was not in the right mood to start a new sprint, and I was more in reflection mode. So I decided to hold on and record it after some time. So what I've done is 4 tasks. So the first one was to bring more people to Increaser. I added an app promotion on my blog and on booksconcept.com. Around 7% of prompted people visited Increaser, so that's okay. I also updated the video scenario and made it shorter in an attempt to make more people watch it. But it didn't make conversion any better. The third task was to update the video preview to increase the conversion, but I did this, but actually it only decreased the conversion. The last task I decided to do 2 weeks ago, right at the end of the sprint. At the moment I was thinking about the current situation with the app. It appears that there is no product market fit and people don't stick to the app and don't understand the value of it. And at that point I understood that it needs a big change in order to get closer to this product market fit. Usually with any product or service there's clear outcome, clear goal of why you're using it. Let's say you're paying for Netflix subscription. Why you do this? Because you want to be entertained. You pay for Uber. Why? Because you need to get to some location. With Increaser, there is no clear outcome and no clear goal. Why do you use the app, right? The idea of being more efficient and more productive is really abstract. And it can be put just on some chart. Yes, some people sign up in the app. Maybe they got interested by reading the description, like stay focused, be more productive, stuff like that. They go to the app, do a few sets, look at the reports, and they leave. Why? Because they don't have a clear objective. They don't have a goal. Why do they need to stay in the app? What do they want to achieve with it? Habit tracking is pretty simple. Let's say I want to do meditation every day, and you have habit tracking app, and the metric, the objective is to follow your plan, your habit plan, and get dopamine from it, see the progress, stuff like that. With Increaser, there's nothing like that, right? There's goals, like you could set a goal of doing something for 1 hour every day. But there are only specific situations when this actually works. Usually people have a concrete task. For example, I want to accomplish something this week, and that's my goal, that's my task. But like, I don't want to work on something every day for 1 hour, right? Some people do, and I have such a project where I set a specific amount of time to work on this every day, but still it's very rare situation and doesn't make sense always and for all the projects. Also, there's like calendar view and reports showing how much time spent on each project, but do you really care how much time spent on something? Some people do. I care about how much time I invest in every project, but most people don't come and want to see how much they spend on a given project. They don't care. And for people that come to the app, there is no clear objective. There is no clear metrics that will reflect their progress towards their goal, right? And at that moment, I was thinking about what if I add such a metric. The first idea that came to me was to add a planning. It would be pretty much like regular calendar with the focus on 2 activities. You would have type of break and work. So focus work. So maybe you would have like 3 hours of job, then you take 1 hour break, then you do something else, and at the end of the day you will see how did you perform compared to your initial plan. So maybe like you work in 90% like you planned, That was an idea, and to do that, I understood that I need to redesign the app because there's no way to add an extra page to the app because of the navigation. I had a top bar, and it was a huge mistake because it's very restricting. So I decided to start working on Sidebar even without having a clear understanding of what I want to build with this new planning feature. And I made a huge redesign. I split up the main page on a few pages, and I think it looks better than it was, but it still requires some work. But I decided to do this without planning, without sprint. I was just like, let's work on increaser, let's focus. There's hope. If I do this redesigns and as this planning feature, it will be all right. But at the same time, while I was planning my own day, I was just like, I'm not quite sure if how this day will go. I can't plan it very well. In that case, how would I use increaser? And I just imagine how much work would be to add a calendar to the app. And I got really depressed because I was like excited. I already made the whole redesign, but then I started to understand that, yeah, this redesign was needed either way. But the idea of playing may not work. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't thought about it very well. And yeah, I got really depressed, and I was thinking like, what am I doing? I'm just wasting my time with Increaser. It doesn't go anywhere. And yeah, the last week wasn't really pleasant because of that. And therefore I decided to stop for a while. So I want to change the status of the project from a business to a more of like pet project or something, because I don't quite see how I could get with this time tracking core to some other project, because this doesn't really work and requires huge pivot, and the most likely it would require like getting rid of this time tracking ID. It would be a completely new app. So I think I would take a break. I would work only on things that I really want to do, just like for fun. Maybe tackle with some page, make small changes. I would definitely improve the pages to make sure that everyone looks with new design better than it used to be. But an idea is that I will get rid of expectations, because that's what really makes me sad. I start working on something, then I expect, oh, this will be a huge progress. But after some time, I realized that no, there just won't be any progress. The core problem isn't solved, so you can do small fixes if the product doesn't work. For the next months, I want it to be a fun project and don't have any expectation, and I want to find a new idea. Like, I really do. I want to start working on something else, maybe find co-founder and start working on some other project, because Increaser, I lost hope for the most part. It's just 3 years of working this, iterating, but it still doesn't work. So we'll see how it will go. Maybe I'll find some pivot idea and will execute on it, but for the next months, I think there will be no task. So I don't have any task except of making sure that the app looks better than it used to be. But yeah, it would be interesting to see if I could stick to it. I hope I won't start a new feature or something without clear understanding what I want to achieve with it. So yeah, that's it. See you soon.